If personal style is not about trends, then what makes it personal to you? Maybe it's your favorite t-shirt you just cannot let go of, or probably the way you tie your scarf in a certain way, or the jewelry you always keep reaching out for without thinking. For me, style is all about, all those little choices that tells the bigger story about who I am. Honestly, personal style to me is what makes me comfortable. Personal style is how you would wear your own pieces, how you're comfortable wearing what you love. And yeah, you can, and I think it's okay to be influenced by trends. I feel because that's what made them in the first place. Like it started with someone wearing what she really liked, and then it went up on socials and someone like, oh, I love this, and then they started wearing it, and then it became a thing. So like you can always pick one or two, but like I feel that it should be to you. Like it should be like it should be original. So like an example is what is currently trending for me is how girlies are currently layering certain things, right? And for me, how I would interpret it into my style is I like I don't like combining so much because and it makes so much sense for me because where my current environment is very tropical, like it's very hot. Nigeria is very hot, but I think we're in the season of very cold and cold in the morning and then hot in the afternoon. So it's okay that like I try layering, and then I've still not gotten to pinning things in a certain way to look like art. I think I'm still just in the level of just wearing one thing and then probably an open jacket, or wearing like a longer shirt and then a shorter top on top. Like I think I'm just still there, and then I'm trying it in my own way. I think this one I wore on Monday, I really, really liked it. And I don't know how, but I think it's from my constant pinning and from my constant TikTok watching. I think that's how I got to that point, and then tying it up with like Ankara headscarf. Like obviously, like one of my favorite places to check for things is my mom's clothes. I think she also like really shaped how I dress now, and even my dad, like he knows how to like wear colors, he knows how to combine, right? So I think those were one of my early on influences, and being in her closet was just amazing. So like I found those like a couple of scarves, and I knew she was not going to wear them, and it was just beautiful to have them because I feel like most of my best pieces are just from very like they are not from like typical places you would find them, like probably maybe shopping, maybe like online. Like right now, like I love the wave of Nigerian designers, but like I feel like my best pieces are probably probably from thrift or from my mom's closet or maybe my sister, or like yeah. So honestly, that's it for me. Being in uni was my first point of freedom, like style freedom. Like it was down like you wear, this is how you dress, this is how like it was no more on anybody's rules, it was now on my own rules. And I come from a very conservative family. Like we like you're properly covered, and which it makes sense. And I think style was the first thing I wanted to find by myself on my own. And I think it started with baggy fashion. So for me, it was like a compromise. You know, so at least I'm not wearing what even I'm not wearing what you don't like, but you can't complain that like maybe I'm trying to wear it for attention or not. Baggy fashion has always been an integral part of how I dress now, but because it started as a compromise, but then I grew to love it. I grew to love wearing baggy pieces, and right now I think my favorite way to dress. So yeah, I think that's how it started. And with thrifting came because I didn't have so much to shop. I mean, I was in uni and I was like I just had enough. Like my father just gave me enough. That's where thrifting came in for me. So like it's not something I just it's been there for like it was there for a reason, and right now it's like that's where I honestly would find like my unique pieces. I'm always on the move, so it means that like I have to be very comfortable. And recently I'm being invited to like like events and whatnot. Like my friend is getting married, my friend is opening a store, my friend celebrated her 30th. So like obviously outing pieces and maybe going to see family. there are a few new things that I do right now as opposed to before. Like, and this has stemmed from like trying not to be on my phone as much, is observing, and that's literally one of the cheapest ways to really get inspired. And I think this was way back in the UK, when on your way, on my way to class, and then the good thing was that like my school was in the city center. Right, I think most schools are always in the city center. My school was in the city center, and then you had to, like, once the bus dropped you, like I was trying to find like different ways to get to school, right? Because me was in city center, so like I mean, I loved when like when the girl is the corporate girl is the informal job corporate girl is the I own my business girl is, like I loved how they would dress. Like I was like, ooh, like I loved how you wore that coat, and then you wore the skirt, and then you wore the boots, and then you wore this hat. Like it was, and that was my favorite thing. Like that was my favorite pastime. Like on my way to work, back from going to school, just stepping out of the house, like watching how people combine things was one of my favorite things. And I think when I also moved back, I was able to see it differently. And like I would just just like stare out of the window, so instead of being on my phone. And then and my favorite people, like the people that like I saw that had so much sauce, were older women, like especially at the marketplace, like older business women that own stores and stuff, where they wear their Ankara. And these women, they know how to combine print Ankara, because they wear Ankara a lot. Print. I went into the rabbit hole of wearing, how to understand like wearing like natural fabric, organic fabrics, like cotton, linen. And then I was like, no wonder this, maybe that's not the reason, but like I just projected that idea. And then like, what, it's not way cooler than, why would I, it's not cooler, wearing Ankara, especially knowing that like um it is Ankara, like it is cotton made, right? And fun fact, I also, the third question is, what mistakes did you make when you did not know your style? I did not understand proportion. I did not understand, like, because like I said, like uni was my taste of freedom. So I wore what I wanted. I dressed how I wanted. There were days that like my style were questionable, and I honestly did not care. I just loved it. But now that like I've tried so much, I feel that like I'm taking a step back and trying, like being very subtle. So like even when I try to mismatch deliberately, I still try to find a way to tie everything all up together, and sort of make sense with my look. Because in uni, like I honestly did not care. Although I still feel like I was not bold enough with certain things. But like, yeah, there's this particular trouser that I thrifted. Like it was so big, and I don't know why I would just always love to reach out for it. So like, now I recently got a few new things for my wardrobe, and then I made sure, like it was so hard, I did not buy black. And all my scarves, I don't think I can find any black scarf in my wardrobe. So yeah, so that's where I am. But right now I'm trying to learn how to mix prints and mix colors and mix textures. As you can see, this is always my go-to. So so what how I dress now is like, one of my favorite way of dressing is wearing Ankara head wraps with like oversized shirts and maybe skirts and platform sandals. So like I'm in my experimental phase, and I love it for me so much. And like I said earlier, one of the key things that really, really helped me was taking OOTDs, not necessarily to post them, but to just see what I really liked. Because one time when I was looking again, she was like, you wore the skirt a lot, you wore the shirt a lot, you wore the scarf a lot, you tied your scarf this way. Like I saw what really makes me comfortable, and I feel that like that's one way to like notice what you really like. And honestly, that's like a summary of like your personal style, like wearing what you actually like, not what's on trend. And yeah, maybe you can, I mean, honestly, I can't even, like, Instagram, TikTok influences me a lot, but like I still take it into my style. Because a prime example is layering, right? Like layering is so hot right now, but I like to be like, I like one pieces. Like I don't like to layer. Like it's an art, and I love it so much. But for me, like I just want to be comfortable, because sometimes we work, like you're stressed, like the video is not editing, the graphic is not graphicing, like the strategy is not joining. And then like you just like, I just want to scatter everything. So like I feel that like I might be very uncomfortable and want to yank everything away. So I like one shirt and one trouser, like two pieces. But like now I'm trying like opening one, wearing one under one, and I love it. So it's like baby steps for me. So like I said, I'm in that phase. And which leads this is perfect, which leads to what style rule do you live by now? E.g., either comfort first, thrift before fast fashion, and rewear pieces. I think I would take them each. So for me, comfort is very key for me to me. Like even on my wedding day, like I would rather not. So like that's where like so it's manifest in wearing baggy trousers. It manifests in like my oversized shirts. But like with how I dressed in, like I feel like I've done like I did so much and now I'm taking it slow. So like even with my baggy shirt, it's now more. I think then it was more like a rebellious. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to wear. But now it's like I love it, but like I think structure and more fit would make more sense. So I still love like my baggy clothes. I do not even wear my size. When I wear my size, I feel so. It feels so tight. Like I said, structure means a lot to me now as much as comfort. So I like to make sure that like it fits well, and then it also so like just that middle balance. And then the second one is strip. Like I feel that like for my kind of style, and I do not know what to call my kind of style, and I do not want to have a name for it, but I like looking very effortlessly cool. And I also sort of, if I had to pick, I also love vintage pieces that are comfortable, if that makes sense. Like I feel that it's kind of pieces that I really, 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 really like. I don't know, like I feel like I find nicer, like I find pieces I love more when I thrift more. So it's so hard. But I mean I'm trying to mix and match because like I mean I follow a creator where she, shops buy the Nigerian, pieces, right? And I love and I'm like, okay, you know what, I would buy them. And I love that Nigerian designers are like doing so much. But and then the last one is I think rewear pieces. So I would insert it here.
I'm so happy you talk about outfit repeating because I think people live in this world where they're like, I've worn it once, people have seen me in it, I'm done. But how you really cultivate personal style is by repeating pieces.
Hate that culture that we moved into,
It's
especially once you posted it.
right.
It's just so stupid.
I think when I saw that video, and then I don't know if my phone was listening, I saw a lot of video essays and I was like, why was I even feeling that way? So it is one thing I'm currently trying to do more of, is to rewear my pieces in different ways. And yeah, it's to rewear my pieces in different ways, because yes, rewear value is real. And then I literally bought it with money, so why am I so scared to not wear it anymore? So yeah, I think Pinterest board is great. Like it's great for you to have. It's great for you to have a sense. So like when you pin things, right, and then you go to the market, like, I saw it and I saw how she wore it, and I think I would like it. And then coupled with making videos of how you dress, I feel that like it sort of ties them together, because you know what fits you, and you know what fits you, and you know what you like, and you know what you gravitate towards more. And then I saw, like I said, these are the things I really like I think helps me understand. I know what I want and I know what I like, but like this video essays makes me understand them more and see them in a different light. And that is actually pinning for your body type. Like if you say that you would always pin like a certain what's it called, a certain kind of silhouette and body type, and then somehow you've been able to maybe get it out of life by probably shopping something that looks like it, or telling your tailor to make it for you, and you see that it does not fit you. How about like you try and find what like fit your, like find your body type more? And I mean, and I think I know I'm a size 10, right? And I know that I like baggy stuffs, so I like to pin more of that. So I think, like I said, back to videoing yourself, you see that you like, even with my Pinterest, scarves like this are what you would normally find. But recently there's also one style creator that I found on TikTok, and I love how she ties her scarf. And oh my god, it's been another major inspiration to tie my scarf in that way. So yeah, like social media has made us feel so ashamed for wearing what we have, and I feel that it shouldn't be so, because like now that I find new ways to rewear my pieces, I enjoy them more. And why would you not rewear them? Because my favorite places right now in Lagos to shop is honestly Yaba. Katangwa, I haven't been in a very long time, because it's really far, to be honest. I love Yaba. It's quite expensive, but I feel like I just find cooler things in Yaba. And then I haven't thrifted in Lagos Island much. I do more jewelry shopping in Lagos Island, like rings and jewelry. I feel that like you would find the nicest earrings and stuff. Like when I want to find like very cool earring pieces, like even belts and bags and whatnot, like not dupes but like alternatives to like high street brands. I like Lagos Island a lot. Thank you so much for staying till the end with me, and I hope this is the beginning of many more.